Welcome to the Zoetis instructional videos for sheep. Zoetis has been producing animal health products for over 75 years. In all that time, they have strived to improve the robustness and quality of their products to protect your animals from death and disease. Whether you're a first-time user or an experienced farmer who just needs to brush up on your vaccination or drenching technique, then this is the video series for you. The purpose of the Zoetis video series is to provide instructions that are easy to follow so that you can get the best performance from your animal treatments and to ensure best practice principles are employed on farm. The Zoetis range of sheep vaccines, when used correctly, provide premium protection against the following common diseases: cheesy gland, clostridial diseases such as tetanus and pulpy kidney, erysipelas arthritis, ovine Johne's disease and scabby mouth. Zoetis also has a quality range of sheep drenches that are designed to control the most important worms. The Zoetis sheep instructional videos cover the following topics: correct vaccine storage and handling, applicator videos on setup, safety, best practice use, cleanup and maintenance. And the applicators covered are the Goodair Securus Safety 1ml vaccinator, the GlandVac SafeShot 1ml vaccinator, the GlandVac plus Erivac dual vaccinator, the ScabbyGuard vaccinators, the StarTect applicator, and the SheepGuard LA injector. Further videos will provide best practice instruction on how to conduct fecal egg counts and also what to do if you experience an adverse event in either animals or humans after the use of one of the Zoetis products. Disease challenges can happen throughout the life of an animal. The basis of any vaccination program is to provide long-lasting protection prior to exposure to a disease. Vaccines stimulate the immune system to produce an antibody response. Now that response is specific to a foreign invader, such as a bacteria, a virus, or a toxin. Prior to commencing a vaccination program, read the label first, as every vaccine has a unique label and steps that need to be followed. Always read the label because it explains the diseases the animal treatment prevents, the level of protection, steps for the safety of the animal, the environment and the operator, how to store the product, and how to dispose of used containers. To provide long-term protection, most vaccines require 2 shots. The exception to this is Goodair, which provides lifetime protection from a single shot. For the GlandVac range and Erivac, the first shot or priming dose stimulates the immune system to recognise the particular bacteria or proteins contained in the vaccine. As a result, the animal's immune system produces antibodies and memory cells against that specific invader. This first dose does not give sustained protection. When you give the second dose, the memory cells produced in response to the first vaccination swing into action, producing antibodies on a far greater scale and in a short period of time. The response to the second vaccination gives the animal protection for up to 12 months. To maintain a protective level of antibodies in the animal, year on year, annual boosters are essential. The annual booster shot has a similar effect on the immune system as the second dose. That is, massive amounts of antibodies are produced by the immune system, giving long-term protection. Bear in mind, these annual booster shots are only effective if the animal has received the 2 primary doses of vaccine. Lambs are born without any specific immunity to disease. The only protection against disease that they have in the first weeks of life is the passive immunity that's provided by the ewe in her colostrum or first milk and absorbed by the lamb in the 24 hours after it's born. When annual boosters are administered to the ewe pre-lambing, the benefits are twofold. Firstly, the ewe is continually protected from the effects of the diseases you're vaccinating against. Secondly, antibodies are passed to the lamb in the colostrum, or the first milk, to provide protection from these same diseases in the lamb in the first weeks of life. To maximise the amount of protective antibodies in the colostrum, ewes must have adequate antibody levels themselves, and this is done by vaccinating the ewe 4 to 6 weeks pre-lambing with their annual booster dose. Using the GlandVac 6-in-1 range and Erivac will provide protection from the 5 fatal clostridial diseases: pulpy kidney, blackleg, black disease, tetanus and malignant edema, as well as the production-limiting diseases cheesy gland and erysipelas arthritis. The passive protection provided to the lamb in the colostrum lasts for about 10 weeks, during which time a vaccination program can be started in the lamb with its own 2 doses at marking and weaning. To summarise, the important points to remember are: correctly vaccinate a lamb twice and continue your annual boosters to complete a successful vaccination program. The exception to this is Good Air, which only requires a single dose program for disease protection. Use the correct equipment in the right way. The following videos explore what applicators to use for your vaccinations and drenching, and how to set up and maintain them while undertaking best practice use. Thank you very much for watching. I trust you found this informative, and if you have any questions, please visit Livestock Solutions on the Zoetis website for further information.